Morning, friends. Hi, it's Wednesday. I'm glad you could join us again. Let's see. Let's start with our song, okay? You ready? Hello and how are you? Hello and how are you? Hello and how are you? How are you today? I am fine and I hope you are too. I am fine and I hope you are too. I am fine and I hope you are too. I am fine today. Smile at me and wave hello. Smile at me and wave hello. Smile at me and wave hello. Smile at me today. Hi. Hola, ¿y cómo estás? Hola, ¿y cómo estás? Hola, ¿y cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás hoy día? Yo estoy bien, ¿y cómo estás tú? Yo estoy bien, ¿y cómo estás tú? Yo estoy bien, ¿y cómo estás tú? ¿Cómo estás hoy día? Nice job. All right, let's get to our weather. Let's check this weather out today. You ready? Let's see what's going on today. Well, these apps might be a little different. Yesterday it told us that it was going to be rainy, and I don't think it rained that much. But this tells us that it might be about 64 for our high. We might expect another little bit of rain today. We'll see. I saw another app said that it was going to get up to 68. So I don't know how accurate Weather Bear is. We'll see. But I do think it's probably going to be partly cloudy with maybe some sprinkles. We'll see. All right, let's get to our flag. Can you stand up and join us? All right, let's see here. Get everything out of the way. All right. Can you put your hand over your heart? Awesome. And say, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And let's get our earth flag here, and let's put our hand back over our heart and say, I pledge allegiance to the earth and all the life that it supports, one planet in our care, irreplaceable with sustenance and respect for all. Nice job. All right, let's get to our calendar. And let's do this. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado. Domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado. Hoy es miércoles. Hoy es miércoles. Today is Wednesday, and it is miércoles. And let's count and see what number we land on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2 10 bars. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, what do we got here? What comes after 28? That's right, 29. There we go. Okay. 29. So last time we were together, it was the 28th. And then we added something, and then it made 2 10 bars and 9 units. What did we add? We have to figure out, we have to solve that problem. What did we put here? What do we need to put there to make 29? Well, we first have to start on 28, and then we're going to jump ahead to 29. How many times do we need to jump? 1. Just 1. 28 plus 1 more makes 29. And how do we make the number 29? It tells us we need 2 10 bars and 9 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 10 bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 10 bars makes 20. And then we have 9 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, what's going to happen tomorrow? If we add another unit tomorrow, it's not units anymore. You can only have 9 units. So tomorrow, we're going to make a 10 bar. That'll be exciting. Today is Wednesday. Almost ran out of room there. Wednesday's a big word. April 29th, 2020. Period. All right, is 29 an odd number or an even number? Remember how we find out? We have to count by 2s, and we have to land on a 9. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't think it's going to happen because we're going to skip right over 9 to the 10. So is 29 an even number? No, it's not. It's an odd number. Yeah, we tried. So does that mean tomorrow will be an even number? I think so. Are you ready? Let's do our poems. I love all the seasons, but springtime is the best. Let's put on our raincoats. Now we are all dressed. In the rain we love to play, and this is what we hear. Pitter patter, that's the season's cheer. In April, you ready? In April, I will go away to far off Spain or old Bombay and dream about hot soup all day. Oh my, oh once, oh my, oh twice, oh my, oh chicken soup with rice. And our new poem, Hug a Tree. Why not hug a tree today or pat it on its bark? Find the tree that you like best and stand beneath its shade. Stretch your arms around its trunk and hug until you fade. Imagine the birds that have lived in your tree. Imagine the squirrels in its nests. A tree is home to all that come, a perfect place to rest. So put your arms around your tree, whether it's short or tall. Hug your tree, you'll feel so good, winter, spring, summer, or fall. Nice. I like that one. Try to hug a tree today. Let's see if we can find those quick and easy words. I think we were trying to find the word we learned it last time, come. I think it's down here somewhere. Let's see. A tree is home to all that come. C-O-M-E. C-O-M-E. If you have a word ring, you could put that word in your word ring. C-O-M-E. How about another one? Okay, we've had this one before. I think it's the word that. Oh, it's right next to the word come. You just have to back up one. The, at, that. Hey, there's another one here. Imagine the birds that have lived in your tree. Yeah, let's see if there's another one. Thought there was another one. That have lived in your tree. That come. Nope, maybe not. There's only two. All right. the, at. The. That's like the, T-H, the. At. If you have a word ring, you can add that into your word ring. That, it needs to go there. And let's see, do we have any more? I think, oh, you know what? Let's talk about this contraction. It's like two words. I-T says it, and I-S says is. But if you put them together, a shorter, faster way to write it and spell it is it's. I-T apostrophe S. That's called a contraction. Yeah, we've talked about a few contractions, haven't we? It's. That's a good word to put in your word ring as well. It's. Nice. All right. Today we have two, not just one, two awesome books for our read-alouds today. They are What Lives in a Shell, which is definitely a non-fiction book. And we also have A House for a Hermit Crab, which is it is a fiction book, but it's also kind of got some non-fiction things in there too. There is a real crab called the decorator crab who likes to decorate their shell with other animals. Pretty cool, huh? So you can listen to both of those books, and then before you listen to A House for a Hermit Crab, there's a paper, and it's like your mom or your daddy could read you the questions, and then you could decide if it's true or false. And then when you're done reading A House for a Hermit Crab, you could do it again and see if your answers are the same or different. Maybe you've learned something because you've read that book. Pretty awesome, huh? Then there's also a fun activity to do after you have listened to What Lives in a Shell. There's a page with lots of different kinds of shells. You could print that off and you could cut them out, and then mom or your daddy or your brother or sister could hide them all over the house or maybe in just one room, and then they could ask you to go on a shell hunt. They could tell you what kind of shell you're looking for. They could describe the shell with some really good adjectives, and you could find the right one. It's kind of like hide and seek with shells. Pretty fun, huh? All right, I hope you have fun doing that. And let's see, we are going on a field trip today down under the ocean. It's a place we could never go on an actual field trip, but we're going to go virtually. We are going to go under the water into a coral reef, and we are going to see what coral polyps look like up close. Today is all about invertebrates. And invertebrates, remember, are those animals that have no backbone. That's right. They can look like our friend the butterfly here. They can be insects. They could be worms. They could be arachnids like spiders. Yeah, but down in the coral reef, there are so many invertebrates. They're all over the place. The whole reef is built by an invertebrate, a coral polyp. So amazing. They build these wonderful structures that make the whole coral reef. And then lots of different animals live in the structures that they've made because there's just a ton of invertebrates in the coral reef. I found this book, My Little Book of Ocean Life. There's a big clownfish right there. But a clownfish is a vertebrate, so we're not going to talk about him today, later. This whole first section of this book is all about invertebrates. There's so many cool invertebrates in the coral reef. Let's start with the most important one, the coral polyp. Coral reef is home to many ocean animals The reef is built by animals called coral polyps. Coral reefs grow in sunny places where the water is warm and clean. Polyps have soft bodies, but they build a stony skeleton around themselves. This coral is called brain coral. It kind of looks like your brain. Pretty awesome, huh? And here's what a coral polyp looks like up close with its tentacles out. They can pull their tentacles completely in to their skeleton, and then when they need to eat, they come out, and that exposes their mouth. And they use their stinging tentacles to get what they want to eat and bring it to their mouth. Here we go, the sea anemone. Do you see the clownfish in there? Yep. The clownfish do not get stung by the sea anemone. They use the sea anemone as their home because the sea anemone can sting other animals that might want to eat the clownfish. And the clownfish actually help the sea anemone because they clean it. They have something called a symbiotic relationship. They help each other, which is kind of cool. There's a lot of different invertebrates and animals in the ocean and in our coral reef that have that same kind of relationship, a symbiotic relationship. Sea anemones are soft, squishy animals. They live on the seabed and in shallow waters. The tentacles are covered with stingers. When an animal swims through them, it gets stung and then swallowed. The sea anemone's body is a long tube, and at the top is a mouth that is surrounded by tentacles. Clownfish can stay safe by hiding from predators inside an anemone. It does not sting them. The clownfish have a protective coating, so they don't get stung. And look at this guy. That little crab has a sea anemone in its mouth, but it's not going to eat it. It just waves it around at other animals like, get away from me or I'm going to sting you. Pretty awesome, huh? Sea urchins. These are so cool. Sea urchins are prickly animals. They have sharp spines that stop many animals from eating them. The mouth of a sea urchin is on its bottom. Sea urchins move slowly along rocks, eating small animals and algae. The sea urchin's body is round and hard with long spines. This sea urchin is being attacked by some starfish. Oh no, starfish can actually eat a sea urchin. The spines don't bother a sea star. And this little crab, look at how the crab is using the sea urchin. It's carrying it around and saying, you can't come and eat me or I'll poke you with my sea urchin. Starfish. Ooh, it's one of my favorites. Most starfish have 5 arms. They use tiny feet on their arms to crawl along the seabed as they hunt for food. Starfish are also called sea stars. They push their stomachs out of their mouths to capture and eat shellfish and sea urchins, apparently. This sea star is growing some new arms. Look at that. Yeah, some of them might have fallen off. A sea star can actually lose an arm and still grow one back. We can't do that, can we? They're amazing. And this is the biggest sea star. That is the crown of thorns sea star. It can be huge and it's full of pokey thorns. And then here we have the jellyfish. Pretty awesome animal. The jellyfish has long, stinging tentacles, and some jellyfish are tiny, but others can grow to the height of a crane. You know those big things that help build skyscrapers? Yeah. This jellyfish has trapped a fish in its tentacles. The mauve stinger has stingers on both sides of its tentacles and the little red spots on its body. Ooh. So the spots are actually stinging too. Jellyfish use their stingers to stun or kill fish. They are not strong enough to fight the currents, so they must travel where the ocean carries them. This is a deep sea Medusa jellyfish that lives deep, deep, deep in the ocean. And it has really, really, really long tentacles. This one does not live in the coral reef. It lives deeper than the coral reef. And you can see right here, I don't know if you could see that fish. There's a fish stuck in the jellyfish's tentacles, and that's the way they eat. They sting the fish, and then they use their tentacles to bring the fish up to their mouth. This is a sea slug. You know, a slug is kind of like a snail without a shell. And there's sea slugs and land slugs. Sea slugs are snails that live in the ocean. They do not have shells to protect their soft bodies. This beautiful sea slug is called the blue dragon. You can tell why it's called the blue dragon. Look at that blue. Sea slugs have a clever way to stay safe. Their bright colors warn animals that they may have deadly poison in their skin. Some sea slugs have stingers too. As a sea slug crawls along the seabed, it eats small amounts such as sponges and even coral polyps. So the sea slug must not mind the stingers of the coral polyps. And then we have shellfish. This will go really well with our book, What Lives in a Shell. Shellfish live on seabeds and all over the world. They usually live in shallow water and eat other animals. Shellfish are cousins of snails and octopuses. They have a hard shell and tentacles. They also have a rough tongue that's covered with tiny teeth. A giant clam can be over 3 feet across. So some shellfish are small, but others are humongous. That 3 feet is as tall as a younger friend. That's pretty tall. And a conch pokes its head out of its shell. Here he is. There's what's living in that shell. And a cone shell can fire a poison dart from a special tube. These shellfish can eat fish and worms. Oh my gosh, I didn't know it could do that. That's amazing. Oh, and here we go. There he is, the octopus. Octopuses are some of the smartest animals in the ocean. They have big brains and very good eyesight. There's the blue-ringed octopus that are small but deadly because they have a venomous bite. And the Pacific giant octopus can grow more than 9 feet long. And an octopus has a round body, large eyes, and 8 arms. It crawls along the seabed, but it is also a very good swimmer. Octopuses grab fish with their suckers on their arms. And I don't know if you can tell right there, but do you see that sucker? It's grabbed a hold of that fish. That suction cup has got him. And then, again, the tentacles bring the food to the invertebrate's mouth. And an octopus has a mouth right in the middle of its body that has a beak on it, almost like a bird. Kind of wild, huh? Okay, my friends, there's a few more on here, but you're going to listen and watch a lot of videos today and read a lot of books today in the next few days, all about invertebrates. So I want you to enjoy that. One of your activities today is to finish this. That's a coral polyp, and this is the parts of the coral polyp. So up here it says mouth, and if we follow it down, that's where the coral polyp's mouth is. Right here it says stinging cells, and the outer edge of the tentacles have stinging cells. These are the tentacles. All these little things that look like little arms, these are all tentacles, and they stick out all over. Then down here it says stomach, and then it If we follow the line, it goes right here. This is the polyp's stomach. And then this down here is called the skeletal cup. This is what the coral polyp produces to be able to stay put in the ocean. And this is what makes those beautiful coral colonies that make up the Great Barrier Reef and all other coral reefs. So this is the skeletal cup. They build this. They're good builders. Okay, so complete this activity on Seesaw. And you might also enjoy making an invertebrate in a bottle. A jellyfish. I don't know if you could see mine. It's at the top here. And then when I flip him over, you'll see him float up. And then I can flip him around. See him float back up. Here he comes. Here he comes. Whoop! There he is. So you can make a jellyfish in a bottle. That's one of your other activities today. Oops, lost my jellyfish in a bottle. Keep working on your wonderful works. Keep sending all of those in. We are going to keep working on coral reefs and invertebrates all week. And when we go to Zoom tomorrow, I want you to bring something that you've made, a drawing, some research, a painting, a sculpture, something that you've made that you've learned about the coral reef. It could be an animal, it could be a plant, maybe the mangroves. And you can share that tomorrow on our Zoom meeting, okay? Today's show and share are going to be Anjali and Nathan. Anjali and Nathan, get ready to show and share today. Tomorrow's show and share is going to be Eva and Haley. So we'll hopefully see them tomorrow, okay? Everybody enjoy the day. And don't forget, Mrs. Dishler has a guidance activity today. And there's also PE and music activities all week. You can choose when to do them, okay? Have a great day, my friends. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.